This video is brought to you by my two books, Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist and The Blues Guitar Bible. Want to learn about modes, harmony, scales, chord substitution and keys? Or maybe you're interested in supercharging your blues guitar rhythm and lead chops. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee you will be hitting the fast lane to progress with either of these works. Both feature video demonstrations and tutorials, loads of tabs and jam tracks to play along with, and I promise you, everything is explained in crystal clear plain English. Check out the links in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Little story for you today about how I was wrong about who played a particular solo, and I'll get into all of that right after we've heard what the solo sounds like, or my rendition of it anyway, so here it is. That was the solo from a song called I Take My Chances, which comes from this album, Mary Chapin Carpenter's 1992 offering Come On, Come On. And yes, I discovered that album pretty much when it first came out, thanks to the great British broadcasting legend that is Whispering Bob Harris. He used to have a late night radio show on the BBC where he would just kind of play music from people who at the time were emerging artists, and he featured quite a few tracks in that album. I liked what I heard, so I went out and bought the CD and listened to it for years, still continue to listen to it. And then in about 2015 or 2016 I discovered the YouTube legend that is this fella, Mr. Tim Pierce, and became a really big fan of his videos. And I'm still listening to that Mary Chapin Carpenter album at the time, and I'm listening as Tim's playing, I'm thinking, yeah, you did that, didn't you? That I would have bet any money on the fact that it was Tim playing that solo. And so I had to Google it, and, well, didn't have to Google it at all, actually. I just had to look at the sleeve notes for the album. Turns out it wasn't Tim Pierce. I would have bet any money the fact that it was. But it was this fella here, John Jennings, sadly no longer with us. Fantastic guitarist, and I think massively underrated. Very, very tasteful melodic player, which sort of is what I like in any guitar player, in any genre, rock, country, anything really, jazz. So I thought we'd put that solo under the microscope today. I was wrong about who played it, but here's a little bit of an explanation about what's going on in the solo.
Solo explanation. Okay,
starting as always by taking a look at the chord sequence the solo is played over, which goes like this. So three chords, C, F and G, which puts us squarely into the key of C major, and that's where we stay for the solo, basically, using the C major scale. You can kind of break the C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, down into three different pentatonic scales. You can say the C, D, E, G and A is the C major or A minor pentatonic. The F, G, A, C and D is the F major pentatonic, and the G, A, B, D and E is the G major pentatonic. And if you really kind of want to, you can start looking at the solo in terms of a little bit of this pentatonic here and a little bit of that pentatonic there. But, you know, I think it just makes more sense in this case to look at it in terms of being just the notes of a C major scale. So let's take a look at the licks that are in there. We start over that F chord at the beginning with this lick here. Like that. Let me just turn the guitar up a little bit. And then we hit the first C chord with this lick. So just bending the 7th fret on the 3rd string and releasing it whilst holding the 8th fret on the 2nd string. Something like that anyway. Then we head off up to the 15th fret, the D note, which we're bending up to an E. Like that, and then that sort of takes us into this little descending thing here. That kind of just coming down the E string. And then we play this little lick here, which goes... So kind of hammering on, we're barring the top 2 strings at the 8th fret, and we do this hammer on onto the 2nd string. Like that, and then come back to the 8th fret. Single semitone bend there. From that E note there up to an F and back. And then kind of settle on that G note there at the end of that lick. Now, one of the more interesting parts of the solo, we've got a little bit of syncopation going on here. We start this lick here on this A note at the 10th fret of the 2nd string. And that's syncopated because the first time we hit this bend, it's on the downbeat of 2. So, and 2, like that. Basically, that's happening, as I say, on the downbeat of beat 2. Then when we repeat that lick, that note there, that bend, is happening on the and of beat 3. So, like that. Great way of enhancing a simple repetitive lick. Make the lick last 1.5 beats, basically. And if you do that, then every time you repeat it, it's going to be starting on and off the beat. The next bit, we just kind of start with that kind of thing there. And if you're thinking this sounds a little bit sort of Chuck Berry, then that's exactly where we're going with this. Chuck Berry would often play that kind of thing as a slide. So, like that, okay, sliding from the G note up to the A note on the 3rd string, and then playing the same note on the 2nd string. We do a similar thing here, but we're doing it with a hammer on, okay? So I'm using my 2nd finger to play the 3rd string at the 12th fret, and I'm hammering on with my little finger to the 14th fret, and then playing the same note here on this string. So it's... So altogether, that kind of thing goes... Very effective lick. Again, you're getting that syncopation because this little part of the lick is landing in a different place in relation to the beat each time you play it. And repetitive licks that kind of do that, that sort of fall unevenly across the beat, just tend to sound interesting to listen to. Anyway, we're back down to here for the next couple of licks. We go... Just kind of, this is one of the bits where you can kind of say, well, yeah, this is just a pentatonic. Apart from that F note there. Then we can just say that this is all just C major pentatonic. Like that. Just a nice little descending kind of run. Not kind of run, it is a run. And then we hit this double stop here, the 8th fret, pair of notes on the top 2 strings. So, straightforward stuff. Then we do a rather unusual kind of double stop with a bend. We're taking this F note here at the 6th fret and the A note here, which are a nice kind of pleasant sounding major third, and we're bending it into a dissonant interval like that, which just works because what comes up, it resolves what comes after it, basically. And then up to this pair of sixths up here, this C note and this A note, and so is how that lick goes. I'll do it slowly. Then we're into the dying moments of the game here, where we play this unison bend, the G note at the 8th fret on the 2nd string, and bending the F note up to a G on the 3rd string. And then, so what I'm doing there is I'm kind of keeping the G note on top of that little kind of double stop thing after we've done the, and then bending that F up to, bending that E note rather up to an F and bringing it back down again. Again, that is a very resolved sounding interval when we do this, and this is slightly kind of dissonant, and it's that sort of dissonance and then resolving that just sounds cool, basically. You know, tension and release. And then just the closing thing in the closing lick in the solos. So just 5th fret on the 4th string to 5th fret on the 2nd string, and back again, and then another one of these kind of descending runs to finish the solo, where we're going. So see what's happening there. 5th fret on the 4th and 3rd strings, and I'm hammering on to the 7th fret on the 4th string and back again, and then just sliding from the F at the 8th fret on the A string, and then from the down to the E, then from the D at the 5th fret to the 3rd fret C, and then that's where the solo finishes. Just a nice little case study in how you can play melodically in a major scale, in this case the C major scale, and a couple of nice uses of syncopation in there, as well as the tension and release, you know, where you kind of go for something that sounds dissonant and then it resolves like that. Nice little touches to put into a solo, and this solo has a couple of them. So now we know what to do. Go away and have some fun with it. And as always, you'll find a full tab for the solo in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it, that explanation you've just seen there, and a backing track to play along with yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is in the description. $3 or £3 a month gets you access to all of these additional resources and goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. And of course, a massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are down there in the description. And that's pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the offering today and found it informative and useful and hopefully entertaining, and maybe you've discovered an album that you want to go and check out. I can highly recommend Come On, Come On by Mary Chapin Carpenter, but that is, as I say, it. Don't forget the live stream every Friday 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music and guitars and all manner of stuff. As I say, if you've enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. So for now, thank you for watching, thank you for your time, look after yourselves, folks, stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.